I left out talking about BP trying to talk us all into buying the seafood to mitigate their damages so that they can prove that everybody's fishing and everybody's buying fish and everybody's eating fish, so everything is okay. And we all know it's not like that. One of the other things that's like really important to me right now is to talk about the links and the information that I do share on the BP America Facebook site. It's a favorite now of the cheerleaders to claim that the videos that I'm posting are contaminated or have viruses, they're going to make your computer ill. And all along from the get-go, because I am somebody who does a lot of internet searches and has been for years, I like to be careful about the links that I post and the way in which I post them. And I know that people are nervous. People like myself are nervous about clicking on links. So I post the titles normally prior to posting a link. Like it'll say the title, BP charge, blah blah blah, and then it'll have the link http://www dot and the link. The purpose that I post that title there so that people can just copy the title and go put it in your Google search engine and hit search and it'll come up. Chances are that like 20 of them are going to come up because right now it's really well known that BP is the #1 search word on the internet. And so a lot of people are copying everybody else's information and posting it on their blogs, and a lot of what I'm posting out there you're going to see in numerous places being posted by numerous people because it's information that matters to us. I'm sorry that this has been one of the BP tactics, their cheerleader tactics. They're a pretty ruthless crowd. You just have to consider the source. If you're interested in something that I've posted, and you want to see it and you're having a hard time actually finding the article, because sometimes these articles that are reporting information that's not favoritism or not in favor of BP, they're having them yanked down for whatever reason. They get them pulled down, and the posters are having to like work around the obstacles and then get them reposted. So we're working on that. A perfect example of this situation is Buddy Trahan. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his name right, but it's spelled Trahan. And I encourage you to go put Buddy's name in the Google search engine and see what comes up, because this is one of those ones where like anything we as activists for the truth in this BP oil disaster, every time we ask questions or post a link, they say it's false, it's no good, it's on YouTube, and I have a funny story about that. But so we posted the information when Buddy Trahan started speaking with I don't know if it was an interview with his attorney or an interview with a reporter, but he spoke out about what happened the day that he got blown through a wall on the rig. And the BP cheerleaders and supporters, the ones who are on the page, rah rah, go BP, I support BP and everything that they do, they have the nerve to call this guy a liar. They say that he is the spokesman for the Deepwater Horizon and that, everybody else is paying his bills, or one of these other companies involved is paying his bills, and that he's just saying what he's saying so that he can sue BP. And I've also heard some of the other guys that are on the BP side, even though they're BP supporters, come to Buddy's defense and say, hey, that's a friend of mine. That's a good man. Don't talk about him like that. Even one time I was accidentally, the gentleman thought that I was speaking badly of Buddy when I was saying, hey, no, I'm trying to share his story. Back off. And he did. I didn't hear anything else from him that I can remember, pretty uneventful. But Buddy Trahan is a perfect example of how ruthless the cheerleaders are. They will attack anything you say. So the funny story is, today one of the BP supporters on the BP America Facebook page decided to make a comment about how anything from YouTube is fake and not worth considering. So I took it upon myself to share it with a friend. I shared it with a couple of friends, but two of us went and I grabbed him and then I shared him with the other poster. So we went on YouTube and we pulled BP's YouTube videos. BP has a channel on YouTube. BP has lots of videos on YouTube. And so when their supporters, their cheerleaders in Piranha, want to attack everybody else for posting anything from YouTube, they're calling the kettle black. BP is using YouTube. YouTube, if you don't already understand this, and if you're here, you obviously do, YouTube is a way for people to share and communicate and get information and network with each other in a way that was never allowed before. Bilderberg Group has always, they own mainstream media, so they get to control what's reported to you on television every day and every night. And if it's something that they don't think you should hear or get to hear or should know anything about, they don't allow it. And the World Wide Web and the internet has changed that. People get on YouTube and people get on their blogs and they share their information and everything gets uploaded to Google and everybody goes to Google and they search it and find it. And then they look at it and they review it. If what you're doing is so good, then what are you worried about? But obviously what BP is reporting is not the same as what the residents are reporting. So I just want you guys to see it for what it is. I have a thick skin. There's times that they say things that I think, oh God, I hope no one believes that. But, you know, it's just part of the job. I guess I'm going to have to take it. I already knew going into this that I was going up against a big oil company and, you know, here come the G-men to get me. I don't care. It doesn't matter. At the rate things are going, there isn't going to be anything left. And right now, where I'm at is, I'm fighting for the future of my children. My grandchildren haven't even been born yet. I want my daughter to be able to bring kids into this world. Same thing with my son. I want to see and hold and play with my grandchildren. And at the rate things are going, I have to tell my kids right now, don't even think about having children. Please don't bring a child into this world. It's too risky. It's too dangerous. Let's see what happens in the next 2.5 years, 3 years, and if we're still here. But it's a really bad situation. I don't think that just sitting back and accepting whatever is shoveled down our throats every night, I don't think that that it's the way to go. I don't think that BP being able to cause a blackout or force a blackout, a media blackout, that's wrong. And Americans are getting in their face and telling them it's wrong. I don't think that the fact that BP has been allowed to give campaign contributions to every single candidate and you know, senators, everybody, and now we have the Senate blocking investigations. Like, they've been able to buy out lab researchers. They say they're hiring these labs to do these studies. What are the purpose of the studies, right? To let us know, to inform us so that we can protect ourselves. How can we do that if they're not allowed to share the reports? They're not allowed to talk about it. BP with money has silenced these labs, so then you have to go get independent lab studies and have your own money, millions of dollars, to pay for all the testing to prove what they're doing. And the kicker here is the fact that we don't, and the FDA admits that we don't have effective tests for finding chlorhexidine in seafood. So yeah, it is, and you'll see this over and over again if you go and search the internet, that this chlorhexidine thing is one huge experiment, and we're the guinea pigs. Especially the people right there in the Gulf, and these are the people that they have been telling to move out of the area to evacuate. When Katrina hit, they didn't even go in and help the people. They left them there to hope that they would die so that they wouldn't have to federally fund the people. And now they found another way to clear the coast. Why? Because special interests, the big oil companies, want to get in there and do what they want to do, and they can't do it with all those residents. So this situation and what's occurred with BP and who they are is a good example for the American public to realize, understand that what people have been telling us for the past 10 years, 20 years about Bilderberg, it's not conspiracy theory. It's happening. This is it. This is the situation. If you want to understand what's really happening, I challenge you to go onto Google and do a search. I want you to type in the following terms. Uh, BP links to Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs, the first one, the BP links to Goldman Sachs. Just do that one. And then another one is Goldman Sachs links to Bilderberg. And then do the same thing with BP's links to the Bilderberg group. And you'll see it over and over and over again. Another great search that I recommend anybody do is oh, I forgot. Okay, let's see. Bilderberg, Goldman Sachs. Oh well, lost the train of thought. One thing that I'm going to go back and do in a few minutes after I'm done processing this video, I'm going to turn my webcam on the screen on my laptop, and I'm going to take you guys through a general search. I want to show America, anybody on the internet, and anybody who's seen this video, I want to show you how to go and find the information that I'm finding. Not everybody can wait for one of my posts or wait for another truth activist post to come up on the BP America Facebook page. We don't know how long we're going to last on that page. We don't even know how long that page is even going to last. So I want to teach you guys how to find the information yourself. And then you don't have to rely on my post, and whenever it's convenient for you, you can go looking for the information yourself. It's just, it's really revealing. There's a lot out there, and thank God for YouTube, and thank God for Google, and thank God for everything that happens on, that the internet was even invented, because we'd still be dependent just on what comes over ABC and NBC every night, and they're not going to share it with us. So I'll be back probably, shortly. It will be today, this evening, with how you can run your own searches and find the same information that I'm finding. Thanks for viewing.